Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. My project today is a little box that can be used for a little teacher's gift or Mother's Day favors or something like that. It measures 2 by 3 1/4 by 1. It opens like this, and inside I have some spring sweet tarts, but you can put any hard candy or anything like that you like in there. I'm using the Year of Flowers bundle, and this time I used the rose. I didn't use the June or anything, any of the month on there. I just cut the flower out, and you can do that. You can either cut the whole image out with this tag, or you can cut the single image of the flower out, and there's also some greenery there that you can do. Alright, I just wanted to say thank you to Barb. She sent me this beautiful birthday card, and she sent me some coffee money, so I appreciate that so much, Barb, along with this little treat box that opens, and inside was a Kit Kat bar that I ate. So these are just adorable. Thank you so much, Barb. I appreciate it. Alright, so what we need for this project is a piece of bubble bath that is 9.5 by 5, a piece of basic white for stamping. From the Wildflower birthday DSP, we need 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 3, 2 that are 1 3/4 by 3/4, and 2 that are 3/4 by 3. Alright, and I also cut out 2 of that label from the Year of Flowers dies, one from Bubble Bath and one from a different pattern of the Year of Flowers DSP. Okay, let me get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 9.5 inch side. Score at 1, 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and 8 1/2. Turn it to the 5 inch side and score at 1/2, 1 1/2, 3 1/2, and 4 1/2. Alright, now fold and burnish all your score lines. Now, we're going to put it down so that the 1/2 inch rectangles are on the top and the bottom, and you can put this either way, it doesn't matter. And this is what we're going to be doing. Alright, so we're going to start down over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, now we're going to take these 4 pieces off, and I'm going to take off that score line with it, so just above the score line. Okay, so now turn it around, and we're going to count to the second score line, cut it to the second score line, and take all of this off this side. Alright, now go to the next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle, and wedge the square. Go to that last score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the rectangle, and wedge the square. Okay, now these 2 1/2 inch strips, I just want to take a little wedge out of each side on both of them. And this top flap here, I'm going to round the corners of it. Alright, and that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done. Alright, let's start down here and put glue. You could actually put glue on all 4 tabs right now. And we're going to take the score line on the tab and match it up with the side of this inner rectangle. And then the other side, same rectangle, just the other side of it. Okay, then go to the other side. And now we're going to take these tabs and attach it to this side of the long rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to put these two biggest pieces on the top and bottom of the flap, long sides and short sides. All right, now we need our basic white and some Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm doing the June rose. And now I'm going to cut it out with this one that is the rose. Okay, and I'm only using 3 markers. I'm using light and dark bubble bath and dark old olive. So with the dark old olive, I'll do the leaves and the stem. Okay, and then with the light bubble bath, I'm just going to color the whole flower in. And then I'm going to go in with the dark bubble bath, and I'm going to add some shadow where I think that the petals will touch and create some shadow. There we go. Pretty quick and easy for this one. All right, now we need this striped piece, and I'm going to get some dimensionals for the back of my flower. One there. Put this one where the stem, the leaves are, and then I'll cut a tiny piece for the long stem. You don't have to really put it on, but since I have the sides, I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to put this straight up and down on this piece. And then I'm going to take the bubble bath one, and I'm just going to offset them a little bit more at the bottom. And I'll hold it like that, and then put some glue behind, and that will keep them there. All right. Now I'm going to use some of this 3/8 inch gold striped ribbon. It's mesh, it says. Yeah, this is mesh inside there, very small mesh. And I'm going to get an 8-inch piece. And I'm going to fold it in half. Like that. And then I'm going to get a piece of white baker's twine, and I'm going to tie a bow, just leaving a little loop at the top. All right, now that I have that tied, I'm just going to clip off some of this. Okay. Then I'm going to use a glue dot right below the bow, right there. Now I want these to kind of go out a little, not too much, but a little bit. And then I'm going to put the point of the top of these two labels here up by that bow. There we go. And then I'm going to cut these to just below it. Okay, there we go. All right, now we have our box. It's dry, so I'm going to tuck in the flap. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. I think I'll put one more glue dot because I'm not going to put a dimensional. I'll put the a glue dot right above the bow on the back, and then some dimensionals onto the ribbons. Keep them in place. And I'm going to put these on right in the middle, and the pieces of the bow will go over the top and bottom. All right, and you can trim these just a little if you want to again. Okay. And then for the final touch, I'm going to add some of the iridescent foil gems. And I'll put a small one there. A large one right there. And another small one up there. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. All of the info is below. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Bye.